What's up, guys? I want to slap together a video doing some right hand licks for Boogie Woogie. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of dive on into that. So we're gonna start in the key of C right now. A big one, right, is you do the trills. So kind of those are. There's like a couple trills. This is one of the most popular ones, right? And this one too. And a kind of combination, right? We can split them up. And then the kind of this is another trill I do. And let's see. So those two trills, and then that's another like super popular one. This, the fifth and the octave right there. And then go back to the root. So fifth, so these two right here. So always with the root note in between those. That's one I like to do a lot, say. So like gracing those, right? Gliding off of those. You notice how this kind of goes in there a lot. Another thing I like to do a lot of the times is do the octaves, right? The blues scale octave, and also trill the C. Kind of like combining those two. And then there's also the blues scale, which you can just run up and down. And another one is this trill. This I wouldn't say it's a trill, but almost a roll. A roll would be the more likely thing. And kind of hitting on this, emphasizing on this, and then rolling down. Right, boom. Kind of, and I like to use this chord a lot, right? I think that's a common thing in a lot of. It has like a nice sound to it, right? It doesn't sound like too much tension. It sounds nice, you know. And with that combination, right, it would go here. So going up there and hitting the octave too, right? So that, and you can add the trills, right? The kind of like the trills in between. So that one sounds weird, but yeah, it sounds weird. It's a that's another one, is it? So the trill, this, the fourth there, them. I mean, you could even run off with that, right? Okay, it sounds a little proper, but you get the idea, right? So coming down for that trill, and then so you could kind of mess around with that. You could probably make up a whole song just with that. I mean, I could probably think of a song right now on it. Okay, I'm going off in another direction, but so we got this right, and that trill. So another one is, I know the camera's gonna be all shaky, and I know it's probably annoying, but it's the best I got right now. So coming here, right, this like little the claw, right, and Scott Joplin uses that one, right? The entertainer. That's kind of the the claw action. So those, right, that. So you can do that while you're doing a chop, right? It's hard because just imagine, right? You got that, and then oh, come. And then you can kind of end on that. So that kind of with that rhythm, like da 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 da. Pause, and then trill while doing the chop, right? Or you could do any kind of any kind of boogie woogie style, but the chop usually works the best with like most, if you're kind of just like freestyling. I notice the chop sounds better because it just doesn't there's a lot of distortion added, right? If you're doing this, the Albert Emmons, it sounds really messy, at least to me. Maybe some other players don't think it sounds fine, but I think it sounds like too much going on. I kind of like to have it a little bit smoother, right? But so we got this, right, and then we got the other ones. I'm trying to think, and then that's just the Hammy's boogie. So, oh, man, I really gotta find another option for the camera here. It's the best I got, though. The best I got. Ho, best I got. So that's another lick, right? So, but it's really just the power chords, and the triple, and then just adding that little rundown. And there's just patterns, right? You could even add that, right? That sounds good to me. It's it sounds weird, right, without it, but if you were throwing it in the mix, it probably sound fine. I'd probably do that. That's another thing that I do, and then I add the seventh, and you can just it kind of sounds a little crunchy sometimes, but right, if you just trill that on top of the, just kind of adding random stuff, because if you do the same thing too much, it just gets boring. And the whole idea with boogie woogie is kind of, in my humble opinion, is like kind of creative expression, right? Freestyling it. See, you can add that. Nah, you could probably add something, Ben. But always running down the scale, right? That's always an option for ending things off. Is that? Where's that? Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, it doesn't really sound in time, but you get the ideas. You can. No. You just keep on. Yeah, you can just add that little part. I mean, you can mess around with other stuff, but that's always like a good little ending on stuff. That sliding it down, and then just going down the C major, C minor blues scale, or just the C blues scale. Which that is it. So that's it. That's that. That's that one. Trying to think some other licks here. I did that one. But yeah, really messing around with the variations, right? Even with the Hammond's book. But like New Orleans stuff too. That's kind of like the mixing, right? I'm kind of mixing up New Orleans stuff, but trying to keep it within the boogie, so it doesn't really work sometimes. And then that I kind of do that trill sometimes, and just keep running with it, right? Then you can do it with this one, or you could do it, yeah, like probably even do it with the 7th, right? But I think that one sounds the best. But if you're doing it in rhythm, right, with the chop, let me see. I think that's a lot covered there. Trying to think if there's any more. I showed you the power chords. Yeah, and I showed you like the octaves. Those are good. Yeah, that's about it. If I think of any more, I'll slap some on here. But thanks for watching, and I apologize for the shaky camera. But if you guys watched it all through, I appreciate you, and stay tuned. All right, see ya.